How many times did Jesus get whipped? 39.
39, yeah.
Plus 1? Does it say plus 1? Or is that just something?
No, it's 40 minus 1.
40 minus 1. All right. So 39. But isn't that fascinating? Every disease comes from a root of 39 beginnings. And Jesus got whipped 39 times. It's pretty fascinating to me. How many fish did he catch when he told him to throw it on the other side?
153.
153. How many fish was in? How many species of fish were in there?
Supposedly 153.
153. Numbers mean something to Jesus. Everything means something to Jesus. But yet we want to get in the habit of going through the surface motion. I'm healed. He's obviously talking about this, that, or the other. And we don't take the totality of what he's doing. It's just like if you ever thought about, how do I want to word it? I don't know how to word it. Daniel will figure it out as I'm speaking. Because he's good at that. Did you ever think about when Jesus is going through the totality of the crucifixion and the hanging on the cross, all of that, from the time they put the crown and they spit on him, the totality of that, did you ever think about him going, I'm only doing this for one reason? No, there was a multitude of things. Everything he did was for purpose. When they put the crown on, symbolic. When they stole his robe, symbolic. When they put the sign on the cross, King of Jews, ha 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 ha, symbolic. We understand that in the Old Testament, they understood that if God was against you, God was going to wipe you out. They understood the Old Testament when the law says if you don't know God, God's nothing to do with you, you're done. But have you ever thought about, the law says that if you don't know the Messiah, you're basically done. And you can't fulfill the law. Only the Messiah could fulfill. The only way to get total purity is if you accept him, and it's his righteousness. Remember, him and John had that little conversation about the righteousness. So the only way when I can stand in front of God, instead of God going, I must judge you, I've already done it. Because I did it to my son. And because I did it to my son, and you accepted him, you're clear. That's fascinating to me. We don't get that. There's scriptures that talk about that in different ways, but we don't think about our salvation that way. Got my ticket. I don't have to go to hell. But that ticket's bigger than that. Just on the simplest thing is, I got my ticket so God don't wipe me out and send me to hell. And because I'm a child of God, he loves me.
It's the air conditioner.
Oh.
I'm allergic to air conditioners.
Oh. And that's fascinating to me. God had every right to wipe you out until you accept Jesus. It made you a child of God.
I still feel like it's a minute-by-minute thing.
Oh, it definitely is on our part, because we've got to renew our mind.
Yeah.
And our mind forgets. I mean, how many times have we said it? We say it all the time. You're going to forget 99.9% of everything that we talk about in the morning before you get out that door. That's why God always has me repeat a lot of stuff, because eventually, sooner or later, I'll be like, click cog. I remember you said that. You've only been saying it for 5 years, but I finally got it. Yay! And it's a fascinating thing. Verse 6. All of us like sheep have gone astray. Well, let me go get that one. I guess I better go find Ivan. Where'd he go? The rest of you will be okay. Stay together. I'm just going to leave you alone. You'll be okay. Wait a minute. The same wolf might have more buddies than what got me. But I'm going to leave you alone. You'll be okay. Stay in the pack. Stay in the community. Stay herded. Stay together. We have turned each one to his own way. There it is. Renew my mind. But the Lord has caused the wickedness of us all, our sin, our injustice, our wrongdoing, to fall on him instead of us. And there it is. Everything you've done, everything you will do, it's fell on him.
The things we put him through.
It's easy for us to grasp the fact that he died for our past and present sins. But it's hard for us to grasp that what we do tomorrow, if it's a sin, he already died for that too. Because did he die 2,000 years ago, or is he dying? He died 2,000 years ago. That's hard to grasp because they twist it and turn it. Because he died once. We still got to ask forgiveness of it. And it's hard for us to grasp. And it's fascinating. Let's see. It's near that time. It's that time to shut down again. Oh, why have we talked about all this? We're going to jump around. Do we want to go there? No, I'm not tired. I'm tired of that too. We're going to start at 2 Corinthians next week, 5. 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 21. We're going to start there, and there's a lot of scriptures we're going to get into. We're going to start talking about the righteousness part. So, see everybody. See you, Debbie. And we're praying there's some family challenges from some people overseas, so we're praying for them. So, goodbye.